Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, how many stars are there? Maybe you've seen a bird soar through the air and thought, how do they fly? Humans have always been curious about the world around us. This curiosity, this desire to understand, is what drives scientific learning. Scientific learning is all about asking questions and finding answers. It's about observing the world with a keen eye and using experiments to test our ideas. It's a process of discovery, a way of figuring out how things work. From the smallest atom to the largest galaxy, science seeks to explain the mysteries of the universe. It's a journey fueled by our innate desire to learn and explore. So, let's embark on this journey together, tracing the footsteps of scientific giants who came before us. Long before telescopes and microscopes, humans were already trying to make sense of their surroundings. Ancient civilizations, from the Egyptians to the Mayans, made careful observations of the stars. They used these observations to create calendars and predict celestial events. These early astronomers didn't have all the answers, but their curiosity laid the groundwork for future scientific discoveries. They understood that knowledge comes from observation, from paying close attention to the world around us. The ancient Greeks were particularly fascinated by the natural world. Thinkers like Thales of Miletus and Pythagoras pondered the nature of reality, questioning everything from the composition of matter to the mathematical principles governing the universe. Their inquiries paved the way for a more systematic approach to understanding the natural world, an approach that would eventually blossom into what we now know as science. While many early thinkers contributed to our understanding of the natural world, one name stands out: Aristotle. Living in ancient Greece around 350 BC, Aristotle was a true polymath, studying everything from logic and ethics to biology and physics. Aristotle emphasized the importance of observation and categorization. He believed that by carefully studying and classifying objects and organisms, we could begin to understand the fundamental principles governing nature. He developed a system for classifying animals based on their shared characteristics, a system that, while later refined, laid the groundwork for modern taxonomy. Aristotle's emphasis on empirical evidence, knowledge gained through observation and experience, was a crucial step towards the development of the scientific method. Imagine you're trying to bake a cake. You gather your ingredients, set out your tools, and get ready to create something delicious. But what if you just tossed everything together without any plan? Chances are, you'd end up with a mess instead of a masterpiece. That's why you follow a recipe, a clear set of instructions that helps you combine the right ingredients in the right order at the right time. The scientific method works in a similar way. It's like a recipe, but instead of baking a cake, you're uncovering new knowledge about the world. This method gives scientists a reliable framework for asking questions, designing experiments, and making sense of their findings. It helps keep their investigations organized and focused. While every scientific investigation is unique, the basic steps of the scientific method are always present. It all begins with careful observation. We notice something unusual or fascinating in the world around us, and that sparks a question. Curiosity is the first ingredient in any scientific discovery. Next, we come up with a hypothesis, a possible explanation that we can actually test. This step is like making an educated guess based on what we've seen. Then we design and carry out an experiment to see if our hypothesis holds up. This is where we put our ideas to the test, using careful methods and controls. We collect data, record our observations, and analyze the results to see what the evidence tells us. This step is crucial for making sense of what happened. Finally, we draw conclusions based on the evidence we've gathered. Did our experiment support our hypothesis, or do we need to rethink our ideas? If our hypothesis is supported, that's a great result. It means our understanding has grown, and we can share our findings with others. If not, we don't give up. We revise our hypothesis, adjust our approach, and try again, because every experiment, whether it succeeds or fails, brings us one step closer to discovery. The scientific method as we know it today didn't emerge overnight. It actually evolved over centuries with contributions from many brilliant minds along the way. One such mind was Galileo Galilei, an Italian astronomer and physicist who lived in the 16th and 17th centuries. Galileo is perhaps best known for his work with telescopes. He improved upon existing telescope designs, creating instruments powerful enough to observe the moons of Jupiter and the phases of Venus. These observations challenged the long-held belief that Earth was the center of the universe. Galileo's willingness to question established dogma and rely on empirical evidence, even when it contradicted prevailing views, made him a pivotal figure in the scientific revolution. He demonstrated the power of observation and experimentation in challenging long-held beliefs and advancing our understanding of the cosmos. Building upon the work of his predecessors, Sir Isaac Newton, an English physicist and mathematician who lived in the 17th and 18th centuries, revolutionized our understanding of the physical world. Newton's laws of motion and universal gravitation provided a unified explanation for the movement of objects both on Earth and in the heavens. Newton's apple story, while likely apocryphal, illustrates a key aspect of his genius: his ability to connect seemingly disparate phenomena. The same force that pulls an apple to the ground, he realized, also governs the motion of planets around the sun. His work laid the foundation for classical mechanics, a branch of physics that accurately describes the motion of macroscopic objects. Newton's contributions to mathematics, optics, and calculus were equally profound, demonstrating the interconnectedness of different scientific disciplines. The impact of scientific learning on our daily lives is profound and pervasive. It shapes the world around us in ways we often take for granted, influencing everything from the simplest daily routines to the most complex global systems. From the food we eat to the clothes we wear to the technology we use, science is woven into the fabric of modern society. Every meal, every garment, and every device is a product of years of research, experimentation, and innovation. Let's take a moment to appreciate just a few examples. These stories of progress remind us how science touches every aspect of our existence, often in ways we might not immediately notice. In agriculture, scientific advancements have led to dramatically increased crop yields, helping to feed a growing global population. Innovations in farming techniques, machinery, and crop management have transformed how we grow and harvest food. Fertilizers, pesticides, and genetically modified crops, while not without their controversies, have played a role in boosting food production. These tools have helped farmers overcome challenges like pests, poor soil, and unpredictable weather, making food more abundant and accessible. Medical science has made incredible strides in combating diseases and improving human health. Breakthroughs in diagnostics, treatments, and preventive care have extended life expectancy and improved quality of life for millions. Vaccines have saved countless lives and eradicated deadly diseases like smallpox. Immunization campaigns continue to protect communities from outbreaks, making the world a safer place for everyone. Antibiotics have revolutionized the treatment of bacterial infections. What were once life-threatening illnesses can now be cured with a simple course of medication, thanks to decades of scientific discovery. And advances in medical imaging and surgical techniques continue to improve patient outcomes. Technologies like MRI, kinetic scans, and minimally invasive surgery allow doctors to diagnose and treat conditions with greater precision and safety than ever before. Our technologically advanced world, with its smartphones, computers, and the internet, is a testament to the power of scientific learning. These tools have transformed how we connect, learn, and share information, shrinking distances and opening up new possibilities. From the transistors that power our devices to the fiber optic cables that transmit data across continents, science has revolutionized the way we live, work, and communicate. Every innovation builds on the discoveries of the past, shaping a future full of promise and potential. Today we stand on the cusp of a new era in scientific learning, one that promises to reshape not only how we discover new knowledge, but also how we teach, collaborate, and innovate. The boundaries between disciplines are blurring, and the pace of progress is accelerating like never before. This new era is driven by artificial intelligence, a technology that is rapidly transforming the landscape of science and education. AI algorithms, capable of analyzing vast amounts of data and identifying patterns that would be impossible for humans to spot alone, are opening doors to discoveries at an unprecedented scale. These tools are accelerating scientific discovery in fields ranging from medicine to materials science, and even beyond into areas like environmental science and engineering. Machine learning, a powerful subset of AI, is at the heart of this transformation. It allows computers to learn from data without explicit programming, adapting and improving as they process more information. This has led to breakthroughs in areas like drug discovery, where AI can rapidly analyze millions of molecular structures to find potential treatments. In the realm of biology, AI algorithms can sift through complex genetic and biological data to identify promising drug candidates and predict how they might interact with the human body. AI is also being used to address some of the world's most pressing challenges, from global health crises to environmental threats. For example, it helps scientists monitor climate change, track disease outbreaks, and respond to emergencies with greater speed and accuracy. By analyzing environmental data and modeling complex systems, AI provides insights that were once out of reach, helping us make more informed decisions. With these capabilities, AI can help us better understand and mitigate the impacts of these threats, offering hope for a more sustainable future. The future of scientific learning is brimming with possibilities, as students and researchers alike gain access to tools that empower creativity and critical thinking. As AI continues to evolve, it will not only enhance our ability to solve complex problems, but also inspire new ways of thinking and collaborating across the globe. Ultimately, AI has the potential to revolutionize our understanding of the universe and ourselves, opening up a future limited only by our imagination and curiosity. The journey of scientific learning is never truly finished. Every answer we uncover leads to new questions, propelling us further down the path of discovery. This constant quest for knowledge, this insatiable curiosity, is what makes science so endlessly fascinating. As we continue to explore the universe from the subatomic realm to the vast expanse of space, we must remember the importance of asking questions, challenging assumptions, and embracing the unknown. For it is in the pursuit of knowledge, in the relentless quest for understanding, that we truly grow as a species. So the next time you gaze up at the stars, remember the countless curious minds that came before you, those who dared to ask why and how. Embrace your inner scientist, never stop questioning, and never lose your sense of wonder.